Right now, as more people die today, we speak to Chairman of NACADA, John Mututho. Thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Good evening, viewers.
Now, it's interesting because almost just around the same time last year in May, the country was reeling from another of these incidents. And if I can go back to September, you did come here to KTN. And I remember one of the things you said was that, you know, this we're seeing are the last kicks of a dying horse.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did say that.
And now here we are with another incident. Is NACADA sleeping on the job?
Without a blink of the eye, I would say that the management is sleeping on the job.
The management of NACADA?
Yes, it's sleeping on the job.
Okay.
At board level, you give policies, you make policies. One of such policy was to check out all the drinks in the Republic of Kenya. By that time, we had 3,300 types of drinks, and we have them in our position. Now I hear they're about 9,000, I'm not sure. We were supposed to go to the labs and then critically analyze the ingredients of each of the alcoholic drinks in the market. That way, those people who wish to drink will drink and party and there's nobody to die. From May of last year up until today, in our 16th floor, we are holding well over 2,000 brads. And the management, we approved about 20 million shillings to the management, 20 million shillings, not 20 shillings. For the testing, and we have been at the board talking and pressurizing, and you see, because I'm a chairman,
yes,
I cannot go now and take quotations and then go and fight as a laboratory or something. Management is not responsive, and that's what is driving me crazy most of the time. If you realize the kind of management we are having now in NACADA, and also at the office of the president, is such that you are supposed to take a position when you are responsible enough to perform your job. John Mututho is supposed to do the NACADA thing. And if you have a problem, like the president said today, solve the problem there. You don't have to keep on referring and passing the buck to somebody else. So
are you solving the problem at NACADA?
Yes, we have solved the problem. But the problem with NACADA is that it appears like a position there, which is very critical, is owned by a certain tribe. So that tribe should now come and give us another candidate if we must move forward, because we can't sit forever waiting for somebody who is not responsive to come and continue year in, year out, every day talking about the same language. Under the management strategies that we took that particular time, number one, check out all these drinks and analyze them critically. 386 parameters which are measurable in every drink.
So a lot of things that should be done are not being done, and you seem to be pointing to the management of NACADA as having failed at this. And there's been quite a few tussles. We saw recently that there was a disagreement between you and the board over the suspension of the CEO. What's that about?
There's this exciting adage in Kiswahili, ukitaka kujua mbwa ni wa nani, mchape. When we did what we did because of 99 million shillings,
yes,
I did not expect members of the board to behave the way they behaved.
Had you consulted with them on this?
I was acting on recommendation from the audit committee.
Right.
NACADA operates through a committee system, and there are 4 committees. So I have in my possession a memo written to me by the audit committee accusing me of not taking action. On the other hand, I have a press report, a press brief from another section of NACADA saying that I should not act. So I'm at the middle. And just like any any player, you look at which side of the law are you relying on. The most powerful committee within NACADA is the audit committee. And this time is headed by a cleric, somebody Sheikh Juma Ngao. And Shuma Ngao put in very passionate memo to me, asking and really wanting to know, do I know more than I'm talking about? Why have I stayed for that long without taking action? So what we did is that you suspend pending investigations and passed on all that material to EACC. And if you call them, they'll tell you, yes, they have the materials. I also passed the same set of documents to Directorates of Criminal Investigation. I passed the same set of material to the presidency so that everybody knows the challenges that we are likely to have. Every year between April and August, we experience a lot of deaths.
So when some members of the board lambast you for a leadership style that they say allegedly disregards operational procedures and systems, where is the most miscommunication there?
I would say that they panicked because on 14th of this month, we had a board meeting, and they tried to persuade me to accept transfer of another 198 million shillings, 198 million shillings to fake NGOs. John Mututho can't even pass a shilling, forget about 198 million. This is in respect with the 99 million which was supposed to go last year and then this year. That was the bone of contention. And then another 34 million to a management firm that's supposed to do this thing. We have passed all these things to the investigators, and I really, as John Mututho now, I cannot do more than
So you're saying your hands are tied, and you've made some quite serious allegations here, from tribalism, and now we're talking about the management problems. How is NACADA going to win the fight when it's fighting within? How are we going to stop deaths like these coming onto our screens every other day if there is this fight at NACADA?
The critical thing in epidemiology or study of any disease is identifying what is causing the disease. Mm-hmm. I'm candid. I'm looking at you straight into the eyes. I'm looking at Kenya, and I'm telling them the only reason we have that CEO seated there is that he comes from a certain tribe. That's
You're saying that this appointment of the CEO is
what we call tribal balance. Mm-hmm. It's anchored in our constitution. Now, what I'm saying, I really don't mind. He has a wonderful son who is a doctor. Let us have the son, or even the wife, or even the brother. To me, it doesn't matter.
So
but
is the tribe the problem, or the fact that he can't
It's not the
do
tribe.
the job?
I'm saying from the same tribe, I can have his son, or have his wife, or even have his uncle. It doesn't matter to me, because I cannot sit here in, year out. These are not numbers. These are real people who have died.
Yes.
They are husbands or some people.
Yes.
One of the people I've seen today in Thika just come from there. And incidentally, I've been to over 250 homes where people have died. I've never heard of my CEO visiting even one home or even attending any funeral.
So are you saying the problem at NACADA is the CEO?
Is the CEO, and I'm saying it very loudly. I don't mind losing my job, but I lose my job for doing my job. I don't lose my job for sleeping on the job, because in Naivasha I lost my job because I fought alcohol. I cannot now lose my job for not fighting alcohol. That would be double tragedy for me. Mm-hmm. So I do my job the way it's prescribed by law, and I don't see the big fuss. After all, the guy has not gone for leave for 3 years. Not even a single day. He has never gone for leave. Why can't he just go for 90 days to allow EACC, not John Mututho, to allow Director of Criminal Investigation to go and do the investigation? If he's clean, he's clean. And the matter ends there. All
right. And of course, it will be important for us to get the other side of the story as well. But thank you very much for coming on and sharing your very candid opinions with us this evening. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Okay.
Thank
You're watching KTN Prime. We're going to take a quick break. Stay with us.